A Boy with a Big Red Heart, Part 1. Once upon a time, there was a little boy named Sean, who had a big heart brimming with love to share, show, and give to the world. Despite his generosity, he learned a tough lesson about guarding his heart more closely after it was broken. The youngest of 4 siblings, Sean adored beauty and art. He reminded adults, who had forgotten what love looked like, with his vibrant, healthy red heart, showing them how love once appeared in their lives. He comforted his sad friends by offering them his heart to hold, and he extended his kindness to strangers, animals, and anyone hurt or who had forgotten what a beating red heart looked like. However, sometimes Sean forgot to return that love to himself. One day, while sharing his big heart with everyone, Sean left it with a boy who needed it the most. When asked about his heart's whereabouts, Sean said, "I left it with a friend." Many adults looked at him with disapproval and said, "Well, boy, you should only give your heart to a girl, not a boy. That is wrong. Please don't do it again." Feeling saddened, Sean replied, "But I love him, so I left my heart with him, and I think he needs it more than I do." Over time, friends, family, and others insisted that boys should only give their hearts to girls, not to other boys. Confused, upset, and scared, Sean believed he must have done something wrong. So, he sought to retrieve his heart from the other boy. The other boy was also upset, because he had intended to give his heart to Sean. They came up with a plan. What if we exchange our hearts and pretend they are our own but don't tell anyone? They secretly did just that. Every night, they would take out their exchanged hearts and listen to each other's heartbeats as they fell asleep. One night, Sean's mother entered his room and saw his heart on the nightstand. Picking it up, she thought, "What a careless little boy. How many times have I told you not to leave your heart out for others to see?" She decided to punish him by locking his heart in a drawer, pretending it had been stolen. The next day, Sean was distraught, unable to find his heart and fearing it had been stolen. He searched everywhere under the bed, in the living room, even in the kitchen and the garden. In a panic, he asked everyone, "Have you seen my heart?" It disappeared, but no one had seen it. He was even more distressed because he didn't know how to explain that it wasn't his heart, but the one he had exchanged with the other boy. Now, he couldn't hear the other boy's heartbeat, and he felt he had betrayed his friend's trust. When it was time to meet again, Sean was terrified and unsure how to explain what had happened to his heart. When the other boy discovered the truth, he became furious, thinking Sean had been irresponsible. He yelled, "See, I shouldn't have trusted you. Everyone warned me you were careless and liked to show off your heart, and they also said not to get close to you because you are weird." He threw Sean's heart onto the floor and ran away, shouting, "I never want to see you again." Sean picked up his heart from the floor, but it was broken into many pieces. He didn't know how to put it back together. He rushed home and confessed to his mom, who was surprised he had discovered the locked heart. She gave him a hug and admonished, "How silly are you to exchange your heart with another boy? Now your heart is broken, and even if I put it back together, it will never be the same. But please, from now on, take care of your heart." She returned his friend's heart so his friend could have his own heart back. Sean's heart was stitched back together by his mother, but he was never the same again. Once proud to show his heart to everyone, he became extremely cautious, fearful that it might break again and never be mended.